Happy Victory Monday for those of you who are Detroit Lions fans on a lighter note, but I'm actually here for a very simple thing that's completely in your power tonight to do something really good about, and that's about the appeal that's on this agenda tonight. You called her name out in front of everybody, Lori Gardner. She has been in the district for over 16 years, and in all 16 years that she's been here, she has never had a poor review, has never been addressed at a board meeting as a person of interest, of unfortunately disgusting things that have resulted in very horrific tragedies. She has earned awards nationally. I mean, she's done wonderful things. You know she's a great teacher. You know that the kids love to be in her class, and you know that she has incredible classroom management. I can speak to that because I subbed in her classes. I spent most of the 2021 school year being a full-time building sub, and I loved it. And I can tell you that there are teachers there, and you know who they are, I don't need to say their names, who do struggle with classroom management, and they are not Lori Gardner. So Lori's been struggling. Of course, last year she had issues from the beginning of the school year with a couple of boys that were in her class. Knowing that she needed to advocate for herself and for her ability to be able to maintain a disciplined classroom so that the other students weren't losing out because of these two other students, she reached out not once, not twice, not 3 times, but over 30 times in writing to the staff, to the administration, to the board. I need help with these boys. And they didn't do, they being those who received these emails, take the appropriate action to remove these kids or to ensure or to hold these kids accountable for their actions, to give Lori the freedom to be able to do what she does best, and that's implementing incredibly creative, engaging opportunities for students to learn at their highest levels. And unfortunately, as a result, there's some issues now that result in what we would like to call as a program improvement plan. And to me, the crime does not fit the punishment at all. These boys caused the problems, they caused the disruptions, and she was asking for help. She didn't get the help that she needed. Without putting other things out there that are not necessarily everyone else's business, but she was out of school for a period of time, and upon her return this year, I was hoping she could move forward, have a good year. She was really actually excited about being able to turn over a new leaf. And like every educator, they had to fill out their goals and their expectations and everything for the school year, and she was asked to do that as well. But she was also asked to do a little bit more, and it was the program improvement piece, and she was caught off guard by that because there was no official conversation about it. She said there was potentially a conversation, like it was mentioned before her last day in person at the schools last year, but it was sprung upon her without warning this year. And what she's being asked to do, observe classes, right, all these lesson plans, has nothing to do with whatever the issue is. Like, those aren't issues that she has. And she's displayed exemplary skill in all of those areas with the way that she presents to her classes and to her students, and the way that the students respond to her, and the grades that they get, and the way that they seek her out and they want to be in her class, and her classroom provides that stuff. So you have the ability to do something so simple tonight and end on a really high note, and that's just to say, you know what, let's just wash our hands of this, because my other question to you is, if you don't do that, then what is in it for you? Like, why are you pushing this? Why are you constantly pushing this on Lori Gardner, giving her the anxiety that she's having that's impacting her ability to be at her best, highest self, which then in turn impacts the ability for the students to be able to get the best out of her? We all know when we are at our wit's end, and we're constantly feeling we're having to defend and deflect ourselves, that we can't be our best selves. So in turn, they're hurting students who have her, who want to get the very best from her, but you're all putting her on edge, asking her to do all these extra things that aren't going to make any difference. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's not going to be this remarkably amazing, brand new, better teacher when this PIP is over. She's always trying to be the best version of herself, intrinsically. So I'll leave it at this. You have the opportunity to just very simply say, look, let's just start a clean leaf. We all know it's been rough with that particular situation. Give her a year to catch her breath. Let her do what she does best, and that's make sure kids have the absolute optimal opportunity to learn and to love learning. So that's all I have to say with that. But I do want to say, I think the irony is that you have parents in here, community members in here about other educators with more severe issues at play that I'm not sure, are they on program improvement plans also? It's not my business, but are they? But if they're not, and she is, how does that even make sense? I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. I just want you to do the right thing, and it's a really simple thing to do, and it would be a really nice way to end this meeting, because it is intense. I can feel the thickness of the tension, and that's all I have to say. So please, take that into consideration.
Thank you. Commission rejects the appeal of the 2024-01 complaint. A motion is needed.
So moved.
Support. Are there any comments or questions?
I have some questions.
Okay.
What was Lori's evaluation last year? Did she receive effective or?
Yeah, I will,
It was effective, Suzanne,
yeah, no, I know, I was looking to see.
and it's been effective all along, except for the first year you were my principal, you also gave me minimally effective then.
So, to answer your question, which I think you are asking, is why the performance improvement plan is being discussed.
Right.
And I'm gonna ask Don Demick if you could please answer that question as to why the performance improvement plan with an effective evaluation was.
So you're gonna do this right now in front of everybody?
Yeah, that's not okay.
Questioning all around since the beginning.
You were given an opportunity to request to go into closed session, and you were given an opportunity to address the board.
Cause it's nowhere on here that you gave her the opportunity.
I spoke
No,
with
you-
her directly.
No.
Is that the
Yes.
time
No,
you were
write it.
telling them not to
You didn't
email
put
the
it in
whole
writing.
board, just to
You're just
email
gonna
you?
Say that you did it?
Okay.
Tell them about that, Jeannie Frank.
Take it to closed session.
Come on. Tell them about how you didn't want her talking to the whole board just to go through you. Jeannie Frank.
I would like to set up a meeting with Suzanne and all of you, so I can call Suzanne out on all of
That's
her.
not how this works.
Oh, but this is how it works, okay,
Thank God you're gone.
unreal.
True.
Yeah, this isn't okay. You know, like the
Which one?
NWA, like the NEA,
It's
like
all retaliation.
retaliation and harassment bullet points after everything she's been through. I know you have lawyers. I personally feel like you guys are setting her up to fail. That if she doesn't comply, then you're setting yourselves up so you don't get a wrongful
Would the board
termination
like
suit.
to
I
go
agree.
into closed session?
Yes.
Can I get a motion to go into closed session? So moved.
You can't do that.
Be careful, you'll get accused of harassing somebody.
Yeah, she already is. We know that.
Do you wanna go into closed session, Lori? This is up to you.
Right now?
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
Yes, we can.
Jesus Christ.
You can't do that.
She can request to go into closed session at the meeting. She was told that.
Dustin, get away from me. I'm listening to all the facts, and as you people said, there are things that we can't discuss. And now you're in my space, now we're all just a bunch of fucking losers. I'm sick of it, Dustin. Why can't we all get along and work together?
Because you let her retaliate. You and you guard her like her fucking life.
Oh,
And you know she does.
She has refused to
Lori,
listen
do you
to
wanna
anything.
go into closed session? Yes or no?
Can she bring who she wants?
Where's her union representation?
Yeah.
Oh, Suzanne Corner's her union representative in the
This has
hallway.
already gone
threatens her.
through all of that.
It's gone through the whole process.
Where we are right now is,
This is a joke.
according to our board policy 4104, when an employee appeals a determination, the appeal will be forwarded to the board or designee for consideration and action. The board or designee, in consultation with legal counsel, will take appropriate action generally within 30 calendar days after receipt of the appeal.
Right.
You need to table it.
Right.
I think you should table it.
I'm not
Yeah,
tabling it.
table it. Let's get some new board members in here.
Yep.
Table it. Table it. Table it. Please table it.
She doesn't have any
We have a motion on the
representation.
table.
Which is, I don't even know where we're at now, what is the
going
motion?
into
on the table?
closed session.
The,
Is she, does-
no, we can't go into closed session unless Lori requests it.
I'm not ready to go into closed session.
When did she receive
You're gonna have her walk
notification
into
that it was on the agenda? know, for example, that we were meeting tonight?
The appeal was received up to the 30-day mark.
Right, but when did she know that she had an opportunity to speak tonight? Because she seems to,
Today, Karen, today. Jeannie emailed me on Saturday morning and she said that this was gonna be on the agenda and that was it. So then I asked, well, doesn't that violate privacy? And then she came back with emailing back today that we could go into closed session, but that was it. I was not given any outline of what was happening tonight, what was gonna be said, what my opportunities were. But then you put me on the spot in front of everybody and ask if I have anything to say. This is not right, and you all
Lori,
know
this
it.
has been going on for almost 2 years now. You were aware of everything that's been happening. So,
I understand, and it's all wrong, and today you want me to speak here and put me on the spot.
Yeah.
I would have come prepared. I have all the documentation and evidence for 2 years of this. Nobody knows this better than me. I live this house, Suzanne, and it's because of you.
Lori, that is
Oh,
so
hold on.
inaccurate. If I could
Suzanne,
share
just-
all the
no.
facts, I would.
Okay, because they're lying.
But you have.
I'm not doing this in front of everybody.
No, you just do it. You do it on social media. You don't give, I don't have, as a public figure and in my role.
let Mike talk.
Okay.
Keep talking, Suzanne.
So,
You don't
Lori,
act like a public figure.
would you accept a closed session meeting at a later date?
I don't know. I'm gonna talk to an attorney and we're gonna get this taken care of legally. I'm
Just
done.
in case we just need to approve the motion that's on the table.
Where's her union rep?
Good question.
Yeah, the union has not been as supportive as it probably should. be.
That is not true. That's not true.
Well, I feel that there's been a few meetings where she's been left hanging dry and no one had her back.
Where'd Sherry Becker go? You waved to
There's
her
a
when she
motion on
left.
the table. We have the attorney's opinion. There's a motion on the table.
Where's Sherry Becker? That's kind of ironic.
Yeah, I don't think it would have gotten this far if the union had gotten involved in a better way.
All in favor of the motion, signify
I
by
just wanna make
saying-
sure, one last time. You wanna have a meeting at a later date. She
With an
deserves that
attorney,
option,
yeah.
but she doesn't have to answer you right now.
I don't
I didn't ask her to answer anything. You
You
just did.
It's a
So you
simple
wanna have a
question.
meeting at a later date, she deserves that option.
It's a
But
simple
she-
question.
She
Do you want
doesn't have
it
to
at a
answer
later
that
date?
right now. She has to take all this in. She was put on the spot today.
Yeah.
With all the
No.
respect in the world,
Dustin.
she was put on the spot today.
Dustin.
Give her some time to process
That's
this.
what I'm- that's
This
what
is
I'm
her
asking.
life.
Okay.
This is her career.
That's a mask.
You guys, you
Enough,
gotta understand.
Dustin.
She has so much passion for this district, her teaching, everything. You go out in the community, you talk about Lori Gardner, and you come back with nothing but good shit, man.
Hey, Dustin.
It's all good. Just give her some time
You
to
had your
process.
moment to speak.
When are you
Yeah, I
agreeing?
know.
When you agree?
And I'm gonna stand up for what's right too.
When you agree that I just said?
Yes,
Want
you
more
just,
time?
you just asked her,
needs more time.
just
Yeah.
give her, she
I
doesn't
said-
have to answer that right now, just give her some time to process this.
It's a yes
Put it,
answer.
put it
I
in
just
writing.
wanted to say
Put it in writing and then she can give it to an attorney.
Well, I think
She
the
should just ask
motion,
for more time so she
I
can.
think he's
Right.
trying to ask if she wants more time.
Right.
There's a motion on the table.
If
then
he's
we can
asking if
decide.
she's got more time, I would
Lori,
say
you want
probably
more
yes,
time.
absolutely.
Let's have her
I-
answer.
Are you
understand.
speaking for Lori? Lori, do you want him to speak for you, or do you want to answer Mike's question?
I can't even hear.
Well, we're talking loud enough, so.
Well, everybody else is too. I can't.
Could've had a central office with microphones and we'd be all set.
Can you
You
just
don't.
agree?
It's the whole thing. You don't want this stuff out there. There's a reason it's at this high school today. Not shocking.
Okay, yeah, I guess we'll do a closed session with my attorney and your attorney.
Okay.
I'm done messing around. I don't deserve any of this, and you all know it.
Okay,
All
so
know it.
at this time, we're not gonna agree to anything. We're just gonna table the item and, we will readdress it
This is
and
about to
we
get
will be
big.
in touch. So,
This is gonna be huge. You don't know what kind of army they're
okay,
starting
so
right now.
I don't know if I need a
Rock and roll.
motion to table this or not, but I'm just gonna ask for a motion to table this.
So moved.
Support. Any comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. All right, then we are adjourned.
Wow.